All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the Pleasure Dome. Although, if you saw my last video, pleasure, not necessarily the right thing we've got at the moment. So we've got a few things to do to get this bloody thing sorted out. We eventually got to the MOT and it was an unmitigated disaster. Oh my God, it was so embarrassing. But we made it home, which was the main thing. It didn't cost us a penny, that MOT. So that's good news at least. I've learned that my emissions aren't working out very well. So don't go down as a formal failure. So go on, silver linings and all that. Right, so this video is just going to be sorting out the alternator and do a few little things to look at what's going on with the emissions. Okay, stick with me. My name's Craig. I'm exhausted. Let's do this. So I'm just going to pop the bonnet, start her up. She's going to jump and then we'll just stick the multimeter on and see what's going on. And I've had a few tips from you guys in terms of my comments from the last video as well. So thanks for that. Right, I just jumped the car and I put the multimeter on and I'm going 12.5. It was about 12.8 when we started. It's slowly going down. That's not a good sign, is it? So what I'm going to do now is just rev it to 2000 RPM and it should go up, I think. Let's try that. Right, no sign of that going up then, and I think what it's just doing now is the car is just slowly draining the battery. This number goes down, so there's just enough juice there to run it in the battery, but nothing to start it, so it's knackered. Inside, even though I've got no charge, still no warning light, so that's interesting. There's probably enough coming through to keep the warning circuit happy, but not enough to charge, which is obvious. And then if I turn it off, one thing someone said to me was, if you turn on the ignition and the battery light doesn't come on, then it could be diode, but the battery light is on, so I think the diodes are okay. So I've got a new alternator. Let's get that fitted. Turned off, so battery's obviously low. There's something coming from the alternator, but not enough. So right, so I got myself a brand new used Bosch alternator. Only cost me £35 from a guy up in Alfreton called Graham, who does a lot of breaking of Fs and TFs. So went to see him yesterday and chose the best of the bunch. So this looks pretty good. So we're boshing that on, and then I got myself a new belt as well. So because the old one was looking a bit worse for wear. So let's get this on. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do this in half an hour. So jack it up, get it out, get it off, get it on in half an hour. I'll give myself a little challenge here tonight, and there's two reasons for that. One, the wife's on her way home. When she gets home, she's going to bend my ear about her day. And then secondly, the weather's a bit changeable. Clear blue skies at the moment, but it's going to change any second. In fact, a downpour about half an hour ago after a day that's been totally dry, so that's frustrating. So let's get this done. Right, start the clock. It's 5 to 6. Let's do this. Get it on jack stands first. Right, she's up, wheel off now. Right, that's off. Drop that under there for some extra protection. Little plastic cover off under here, it's got to come off. A couple of clips are broken, so they're cable tied in place. That's actually quite easy. And then one screw down the bottom. I do note that when I did the cam belt, you have to take the alternator belt off. But getting access to those is quite difficult, so I might have to take the bloody pulley off again. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Oh. Right, that's off. Right, then we need to get the engine cover off, don't we? Right. Let's get that out. Oh, it's a pain, this is. Sound deadening out. Those these 10mm to go around the outside. Now I've put the soundbar in, I can't get my socket now to undo the ones that are under here. So I need to just reach under with this ratchet spanner, hopefully. Can't get it in. Let's go manual. Set forever. Right. Oh my god, what's happened to that? Oh, serious? No way, dude. Oh no, the ratchet stand is stuck on. That is a disaster. Oh, the pins come out. Right, push that side. So we'll ignore those three on the we're putting it back together. Got it. Right. Let's get this out. Just lifts off. It's very tight though, still very tight. Even without the roll hoops, I thought it might be easier. Great. Right, then there's a 10mm on top of the heat shield. That might be an 8. More like a 9 actually. It's more like a 9. What the hell's that not coming out? Must be a 10. What is going on? That's not the best of 10s. Okay. I'm gonna put that in there so I know where it is. And then the 13. Right, and then the heat shield comes out. Right, and then down here, we've got the connection there. There's a screw connection as well there. This big bolt that goes through the top. I'll take that out first. That might help me get the belt off. Right, that looks like a 15mm. Yeah, 15. Let's crack it open with this. Yeah, good. Oh, I've dropped it. Great. Luckily, I've got another one. Yay. That's come out. Right, that's the top bit's done. Right, it's really hard to see, but just behind here, there's a bolt that attaches to the tensioner. See 13. 13 seems quite loose, so yeah, just stuck half inch on that. See if that'll come off. Oh, she's off. Cool. Oh, there's the other bolt. And oh, there's a spacer. So there's a spacer that sits behind that, so we need to put that back in. Right. And then that should, now I've done the top and bottom, should drop out. Oh, there we are. Right. Right, just pulled the plug out of the alternator, and then there's a wire attached to the back. Well, the belt's still on it. Thread the belt off. So I did the wire on the back here. Thread the belt off, and then this should lift straight out. Don't drop it. Right, she's out. She looks pretty manky, doesn't she? She's turning around all right. Doesn't smell too bad. Well, there's no obvious signs about anything being wrong, so let's hope, eh? 15. Yeah, that's going to go on there. Look at my longer reach one. Oh, magic. Can't get it out. So she's a bit manky, but looks all right, really. So hopefully, it might be the voltage regulator that's gone, but they're like 20 odd quid anyway. 25 delivered, so I pay 35 for this. So I hope it'll be okay. So she looks a lot cleaner. There's a screw that goes in here that helps you tension it. So I'm just gonna get that. Yeah, the threads don't look too great in there. Should we just try and drive it through? Alright, cool. Now I've got that through. And that. I'm going to have to rewind the video and check how that was on. Right, so I've just checked the video. This goes on like that, okay. Right, so how that works is you obviously mount it and then you screw this one in and it pushes it away and tightens up the belt. So that's pretty good, isn't it? I know on the MG I'm usually getting like a pry bar in and doing something, so this is pretty cool to have me to do that. So let's make sure this is far enough out to get it on, yeah? And the rain is coming, so I've got 5 minutes to achieve my goal of getting this fitted, which is not a lot of time, but maybe just enough. All right, that's in. The bolt's in, nut on top. Right, I'm just going to put the wiring back on. What's going on there? Okay. It's always nervous when you put things back together. It's not the right one, but this is the right one. So, just putting that's the nut back on that holds the main charging line, I think. And then put the connection on. That's a tight fit. There's a bracket in the way. Yeah, clipped on. Right, so we're done up top. Right, we've got the old belt and the new belt. They're the same size. That's good news. That didn't look too bad, that old one. Let's pop this on. Right, just get the belt on. Right, belt's on. Come on. Now I need that spacer that rolled away. Alright, got the spacer. The rain's coming, dude. Spacer in. Come on. Oh, seriously. Right, just getting the spacer on and the nut on. Oh, I thought bloody spring was coming, gang. Didn't you? Cold and wet and rainy. Horrible. Right, she's in. Now I need to tighten that up. That was a 10mm. Remember? So just going to try and tighten the tensioner bolt up. Alright, started to change tone, didn't it? Oh, that belt's nice and tight now. So now I've got to 15mm down here to tighten up. That is tight. Okay, can I get to the 15mm at the bottom? Sorry, you can't see anything. Still can't get to it. I can get to it, I'm tightening it. Right, it's the 15 at the bottom, just tightening. Oh no. Bloody seriously, dude. Then just the bolt that holds the tensioner back to the engine. And it's fitted and I'm soaking. Right, let's jump it, see if it's charging. Cover that up. Alright, here we go. Yes, jumped. And just bring you guys in. Let's check it out. Oh, 14. Brilliant. Yes. And she's going to charge. That is fantastic news. That needs tightening. That should have been off while I was doing this work actually, but that needs tightening. That's it. Alternator fitted. That took me about 32 minutes, I think. I was distracted ever so slightly by my daughter. I was going for a moment. So, yeah, it's fitted, it's working, it's charging. Brilliant. I've still got some stuff to put back together, so in reality, a little bit longer. But off and on, charging, around 30 minutes. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Brilliant. Right. And it's lashing it down. So, guys, I was going to do some more stuff, but it's too wet and it doesn't look like it's going to improve anytime soon. So I'm going to call it a day on this little video, only a short one. So the next one, we're going to have a quick look at what's going on with some of the fuel feed, the cat, and talk about my plans there and show you what I've got in terms of an exhaust at the moment. So that's it for now. Quick tidy up before I get too wet. Take care. My name's Craig and I'm exhausted. Come on! In me. This is a TF. And that is my cat. So, if you know what's wrong with that, you know your onion. See you next time.